Hey guys, welcome back with me, Chow Chow 2025. This time we're going to read old book, 12 of them with AK here. Books can be harmed if you leave them out in direct sunlight. And we already have like 12, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. First book is Curio Delight. Curio Delight. Fellow earn 30 poach, Karaya earn 3000 poach, Utsai earn. Okay, this is just the price for every single statue and doll and stuff, Anything. The Gentian face is as expensive as. No, the SP Dragon statue is the expensive one. This is the big thing, yeah. Special Dragon statue is the more expensive thing. I never got that, I only get like goddess statue, and then I'll try. Next, Legend of Cinder. Legend of Cinder. Long ago, there lived the elusive Cinder clan whose ruin lie across our land. In the search for the unknown Cinder legacy, Scholar and Hunter have found only that. May one of those brave souls find peace in knowing that their findings of Viperian and spread their rare insight. My search for Cinder, far have I come to seek the truth of Cinder, yet little have I found. I'll record my work here and now, for my strength falter more each day. The ethereal Cinder legacy casts a shadow before us, and none can claim to know anything of their true nature. Cinder went from the north to the south, leaving ruins behind in all corners of our lands. The leader perhaps kept that at bay with a rune above the brow, but the same magic may also have forced Cinder to remain nomadic. Beyond the many traps set within the Cinder ruins may rest great wealth and knowledge. You have sought to break through to the inner ruins, for the darkness of that is seen to sweep away those who try. I myself now suffer this misfortune. Okay, that's a very little information you got, but that's all book for you. Target list of find. In my travel, I have seen this item beyond the grandest dream, but as the winds of trade are strong, stock will not be plentiful for long. Tarek the Wanderer. It is only a guide for rarity items. If you want some rarity things, where to find it, this is the and I feel like say golden hammer. That's the most rare, important thing. Buy that you could buy anything else here. That's a rarity guide for you. Approach with caution. Approach these people with caution. Watari, fugitive, ninja. Last seen near Ixay village. Gordon supplies of propriety in Ixay village. He is practicing to become a gentleman. Landis, a wing hoarder youth looking for his niche in the world, spotted in Cupid Forest. Mouthful, Senloy Knight, his father is a treasure hunter and rarely at home. Ayame, female ninja, said to be chasing another ninja. Little knowledge of this person exists. Bilamu makes a ruckus wherever he goes, seen looking around the ruin of the ancient highway. Too easy. 47, young scroll maker at leg. Makes good scroll, but is completely unable to discern direction, seen in Caloria and a Dotfilag and such Jesha village. Hassel, a travel wizard now said to be in Almakinan village, has a younger brother named Rodi, tends to see people. Arthur, always in search of his next newspaper story, interested in the recent incident at the barrier checkpoint. Alanis, nothing is known of her since he moved away, reportedly seen at the Great Hollow. Jefferson appears unexpectedly in a busy place and assigns titles to people. Yet, a young sleuth who has unraveled many cases this far, said to be at the Dark Clan village. Okay, this is a clue where when you not get kid yet, you could get a bunch of people, Clue where their whereabouts. The birth of the 27 true ruins. In the beginning, there exists only long darkness. Over time, darkness grew lonely. The loneliness became a heavy sorrow. Darkness eventually cried one tear. From the tear were born two brothers, Sword and Seal. Sword said it could cut all that exists, Shield replied that nothing could even scratch it. They fell into war. Their war lasted for 7 days and 7 nights. In the end, Sword breached Shield and Shield broke Sword. Piece of Sword ran down to make the sky, piece of Shield ran down to make the earth. Their battle slash became the star. The 27 gems adorning Sword and Shield transformed into the 27 true rune, and thus the world began its life. Yeah, it's the same with a slight variation in the old book of Suikoden II. Trader Handbook. Every good trader gather information at every place you visit. Check the price of goods. When you notice price difference, buy where an item is cheap and sell where it is expensive. Shop need time to replenish supplies evoke. Use that time to visit other trade shops. Sell what you have, then buy goods said to be desired elsewhere. One famous trader bought salt in Karaya and sold it for triple the price in Untitled Chapter. Deer antlers were cheap there. He took several back to Karaya and made a fortune. If only his pet dragon hadn't eaten all. Your ability to carry them is limited. Store your purchases at the warehouse if you can't sell them right away. Keep your ear to the wall and the wind. You never know when a story you hear will point the way to a hefty profit. Okay, that's a guide for traders. Yunnan Unification War. In 460 Solar Calendar, an alliance of cities known as the City-State of Joustan broke a ceasefire agreement without warning and annihilated the Highland Youth Army. In response, Prince Luca of Highland invaded Toto and Ube village, spawning the Yunnan Unification War. Joustan leaders sought more cooperation among cities, but were denied even as Highland killed Mayor Annabelle and captured her city, Muse, the most important of the Joustan cities. South Window cities fell next. Total Highland victory was certain until the remnant of the state army joined with mercenary at the North Window Castle to organize a new resistance movement against Prince Blake. This new allied force were led by the son of the hero Genkaku, who had saved Joustan in the past. The new allied force endured Highland attack and successful in rescuing Green Hill City Mayor Teresa Weissmail. After Matilda Knightdom dismissed a request for military help, half of his knights defected to join the new allied force. With their number augmented, they launched a challenge against Highland, which was now completely controlled by Luca Blake as emperor due to the sudden death of his father, Agaris. Despite Highland's numerical superiority, its army was unable to deliver a decisive blow against the allied led by Shu, a clever tactician. Emperor Blake chose to sneak attack to the heart of the allied forces. The plan was discovered in advance, however, and the allied force waited patiently for Blake's ambush. Under a full moon, the slaughter was dispersed, with the attackers not even realizing they had been surrounded. Emperor Luca dead passed the throne to Prince Julia, husband of 17 years. Well, Joey Blake. Inspired by the ambush, the allied force liberated Tinto City and Green Hill City. They went on to capture the Matilda Knight home stronghold, Rogex Castle, and then turned their attention to the Highland Imperial capital, El Reno. Nearly everyone defending the capital died. Emperor Joey Blake was last seen during the torching of the city. The Highland Kingdom was no more, and the royal Blake family legacy came to an end. So, well, the actual part of this article that is City-State of Joustan broken the ceasefire agreement without warning is not true. It's actually Luca Blake attacked his own army, but I think the history put it differently, maybe because confirmation never said. The Flame Champion Legend. The Legend of the Flame Champion. Sorry about that. The legend of the Flame Champion. Many years ago, over half of the Grassland were controlled by the Holy Hominian Kingdom. Most clans fell under their control, even clan not controlled paid tribute. No one questioned this, for the Hominian army was almighty. One battalion alone was equal in strength to all clans combined. The difference in power was enormous, yet one group showed no fear. The Flame Champion and his Firebringers. The battles were small, but word spread quickly. Story of the Firebringer bandits raiding supplies transport made the clans brave and hopeful. Soon they stood up to be led by the same man. It came the day when they stood as one against the Holy Harmonian Kingdom. The Harmonian army clashed fiercely with the Grassland force led by the Flame Champion Cao Cao. It was the heaviest fighting ever known, but neither side won a decisive victory, strangely enough. Although Harmonian did not claim victory, it has not tried to retake the Grassland in all the years since. The Flame Champion did not show himself again. Rumors said that he went to the far west continent, or that he traded his own life for peace in the Grassland. Forage before forging. Forage before forgings. Hammer. Iron hammer, the basic tool for forging weapon up to level 9, something found in the Great Hollow. Copper hammer. The quality designed for forging up to level 12, spotted in Karaya, but what hasn't been spotted in Karaya at one time or another. Okay, it's a rarity item in Karaya. Silver hammer, a real beauty. Make forging a pleasure, can eventually bring a dull blade up to level 15, said to be hidden in the Dark Village. Golden hammer, level 16 forge. Go for gold. When you need your very best, look no further than, well, actually, you want to know. Ixay? Yeah, it's Ixay, but you can only access it at the very last minute before the final battle. Yeah. Win the lottery. Win the lottery. If you want to get filter rich, the lottery is your ticket. Here's all you need to know. How can I buy your tickets? A1. Go to the lottery sales outlet. One ticket costs 100 pots. You can buy up to 10 tickets for a drawing, but only during the sales period. When the sales period stops, the drawing and ballot period start. That's when you should check your number and collect any winning. Question 2. How much can I win? Answer 2. The typical range is 500,000 for first prize and 3,000 for fourth prize. Complimentary and grand prize also exist. Complimentary prize differ by seller. The tricky part in casing in your winner that can only be done where you broke that, remember them. And for that matter, remember winning tickets can only be confirmed within 3 lottery ticket draw after the one it was purchased for. Any later than that, your ticket is void. But once you've identified a ticket as a winner, you're free to carry it around until it burns a hole in your armor. The rest is up to you. You know the saying, players win, watchers lose? Well, it's true. May you have the last dance with Lady Luck. Book of Peace. Only leaf creature, 1.5 feet tall, usually jump and attack with body appear in Jackson Forest. 4. Very mean disposition, attacked by ramming, mostly appears on plants. Blade Bunny. Looks like a typical white rabbit but wields a stone hatchet, mostly appears on plains. Narikua. Humanoid with tails, attack with own blast and by controlling other monsters, appear in vicinity of Flame Champion's hideaway. Ronsans, huge humanoid, skin yellowish with green patterns, float in air and attack with light, appear in Ancient Highway and Flame Champion Hideaway. Mirage, red full body armor, use sword to strike one target or multiple strike several targets at once. Appear around Mount Sinai. Reaper, green plant life form which sucks enemy into its body cavity, appears in the Jackson Forest. Magician, a flying humanoid with forest magic skill empowered by card. Acrobatic kick attack, appears at North Cavern and Mount Sinai. Sirens, fish lower body, humanoid upper body, blue, holds lair, sleep magic and water rune attacks, appear in Homeland and at Cinder Ruins. Shadow, a zombie-like being with a wrap hat and neck, claws, and pile driver attack, mostly appear in Jackson Forest. Zombie Unicorn, a white unicorn, 1.5 times larger than a regular horses, skewers enemy or attack with magic, counter at North Cavern. Soul Slug, light blue body, transparent, flame breather, can also absorb strengths of enemies, primarily appears along ancient pathway. Stone Sprite, sprite in red clothing, attack with dew pitch as part of a chorus, can inflict damage on multiple targets in Jackson Forest. Red Holy, holy tree monster, attacked by releasing several small holy leaves encountered in Jackson Forest. Salamander, dragon monstrosity shrouded in flames. Fire-breathing attack while airborne. Mostly appear in mountainous area. Wolf. Wolf punch an enemies to attack known to appears on plains. Chimera. A lion with goat and eagle heads and a snake tail. Can ram enemy breaths, fires, or breathe poisonous gas. Zexen Force. Arachnor. Giant spider, vivid yellow and black striped patterns attack with a clawing jump appears on plains. Skeleton, a fighting skeleton that attacks with an axe, appears on Mount Sinai and along ancient pathway. Killer bee, bee-like creature with a sting attack encountered on plains. Megawaki, one-eye vegetarian monster, eye emits a beam, also attacks with claws stuck beneath the ground at homeland. Knuckles, ivory colored boar, attacked by ramming enemies, primarily encountered on plains. Gold boar, a purple boar attacked by ramming and with the electrified horns on its back appear mostly on plains. Rabbit rap, ivory colored rabbit missing one eye and part of the one ear, attacked with single blade axe appear on plants. Dark hair, a single horned black rabbit fight effectively with its double bladed axe, mostly appear on plants. Copper Sun, giant humanoid brownish with red coloring, floats in air and attack with light, appear at Flame Champion Southway. Banshee, the lower body of a fish, the upper body of a humanoid, hold lyre, orange sleep magic and water rune attack, appear at North Cavern area. Elstead, red unicorn, 1.5 times larger than a regular horse, cure enemies or attack with magic, appear at ritual site ruins. Bush Slug, being transparent flame breather, can also absorb strength of enemies, appeared at North Cavern, Mount Sinai, Brass Castle, and Ancient Pathway. Ghost Holy, withered holy tree monster, attacked by recently several small holy leaves appear in Jackson and Cupid Forest. Troll Dragon, dragon ship monstrously wrapped in flames, fire and breathe fire, appear on plains, mountainous, and near the cinder ruins. Shadow Dad, wolf, has furrowed stare and colored pattern in legs, leaping and breathing attack, most often appears on plain. Dokugumo, giant spider, vivid red and black stripe, attack with a clawing jump, mostly appear on plains. Tarantula, giant brown spider, attack with a clawing jump, can also damage anyone within its nest, appear in Cupid Forest. Devil Eye, feature a giant eye on its head and shot a beam, also attack with claws like mountainous area. Holy Elf, red-winged humanoid sprite, strike with a button and calls the holy leaf to make focus attack, appear in Jackson Forest. Song Sprite, sprite in blue clothing, attack with R ray pitch, okay, it's Sam. Song Sprite, sprite in yellow clothing, attack with me pitch. Song Sprite in fire, and Song Sprite Sol, and La, and T. Furfly, small blue furry creature attack directly with its body, mostly encountered in plants. Okay, Furfly red, Furfly green, orange, purple, whatever that is. Black. Rica Monticura, a giant red crab-like creature that punch enemy, can paralyze with throat, using remains for cooking, mostly in Jackson Forest. Red Mantic, known by its boldly red cells, strike with appendages, paralyze and attack, using remains for cooking, usually in Cupid Forest. Nemesis, gigantic being carrying a staff, lightning attack from summonized spear from sky, Mount Sinai and Ancient Pathway. Parameter, a red bug with horns on its back, explosive projectile attack, can be used while flying, compared to Jackson Forest. Needle Beetle, a blue bug, okay, compared in Cupid Forest. Malifaux, pillar with faces, on front and back, trample attack, or beat by object with smash attack, at Cinder Ruin and Ancient Highway. Azodes, winged humanoid attack with aurora of flight and by summoning shadow to inflict damage, appear near Flame Champion Highway. Full Armor, a fully armored being that attack with an axe, can break into small pitch for attack encountered on Sinai. Danger Wing, winged creature with enormous head, drop enemy from the air and shoot multiple arrows from mouth, appear near North Cavern. Twin Snake, huge monster beast with two huge snakes emerging from both sides, tongue and beam attack from mouth, flame and cold attack from snake. Water Dragon with 10 beautiful side fins, guarded by 6 eyes, column appear at Cinder Ruin when the true water rune seal is broken. Mardolo, a round creature covered with eyes as turn past its expansion red explode appear at Flame Champion Hideaway. Purple Creeper, purple plant life from which sucks enemy into a body cavity appears on plant. Bone Soldier, fighting skeleton that attack with an axe and counter at not comfort. Mantica, known by its vividly colored bluish style attack with laser, appendages, and paralyzing fraud, mostly encountered in Cupid Forest. Arrow Knight, wears green, full body armor, attack with sword and by breaking up into smaller pieces for multiple target on ancient pathway. Spark Beetle, a green bug with swan in its back, explosive projectile attack and fire several while flying, appear in the Zexen Forest. Fire Reincarnation, immense fire dragon with wings shoot in flame, appears at Flame Champion Hideaway when the true fire rune seal is broken. Ghost Knight, a more upper body, lower body of horse, attack with light and explosive from spear and with a frontal charge at node caverns. Aura Beast, encompassed by a blue aura, attack with a beam from mouth and multiple balls of light from body, appear at ritual site ruins. Stone Golem, mud body of route stone, huge right arm used to attack and jump and deliver punch to multiple foes upon landing, appears on plants. Horo, a flightless green bird with much plummet on its head, stab with beak and kick at enemies, mostly appear on plains. Chan, battleflies with red and blue wings, absorb enemy strength and spread airborne, poisonous powder, appear in mountainous area. Guardian, a round monster with one eye at its center, rotates and fire beams of light at the enemy. Yellow Spear, yellow dolphin-like mountain spear with unique pattern on its back and fin, attack with horn on its head and also with tails. Blue Sphere, blue dolphin-like mountain sprite with distinct pattern on its back and fins, attack with horn on its head and also with tail. Black, a flightless black bird with such plummet on its head, stab with beak and kick at enemies, mostly appears on plain. Cho, butterfly with color gradation on wings, absorb enemy strength and spread airborne, poisonous powder, appear beneath homeland. Rock Golem, body made of rock, its right arm used to attack and jump and deliver punch to multiple foes upon landing, mountains and monsters. Nice. Finally, Gourmet Adventure. Every village and city has at least one specialty and it'd be foolish not to try them all. Here, for the first time in one book, is all you need to know about the finest subtenants your pouch can buy. As any lizard will tell you, the popularity at the special stew at the Great Hollow is well deserved. There's no use in going to Caleria if you're not going to indulge in their fried rice. Over at the Dark Village, they got a tomato soup worthy of being a lottery prize. You don't have to be Zexen to fall in love with the gratin and finite del Jexe. In Exile Village, the beef and potatoes and grilled fish taste just how Mom used to make them. Cake is the quickest and sweetest way to every woman's heart in Almakinan Village. Bougie lay Buchanans know there's no beating the price and follow of the local lunch bog. Chinese noodle soup is always worth a trip to Chiska Village. You haven't tried noodle soup like this before. Even you can stomach your local water, always start to enjoy the culinary delight. Okay guys, that's all for the Gourmet Adventure. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and comment, and see you again in the next episode. Have a nice day.